Who's been on a Synchronicity walk before with me? Only a few, that's great. Okay, so lots of new faces, fantastic. Okay, so I suppose you want to know what the plan's going to be, yeah? There's no plan, if you haven't figured that out by now. This is pure intuition. We have no idea what will transpose during the walk, and that's the beauty of it, really. We roll the dice. We have 3 dice in total. One of them is a modified 6-sided dice. It's got one facet that says first left, another one says follow the leader, first right, follow the white rabbit, and straight ahead. So the follow the white rabbit, if you haven't seen any of the videos that we do, let's say we roll that, we would then roll one of the 6-sided dice to give us a number, and that would be for minutes. We would then, in the moment, without forcing it, we would look around us for somebody who, general public, just a stranger, who seems like, they're going to transport us somewhere. Just followed anyone, yes, it can lead us anywhere. And I like to see synchronicity as being like, our internal navigation, like a sat-nav, GPS. If we're really meant to turn left, or we're really meant to turn right, or we're really meant to follow somebody, even if we don't, if we just follow intuition, just like GPS in the car, if we miss a left or a right turn, what happens? It recalibrates, and then it says turn left or turn around, and it gets us to where we really need to be. This is exactly the same. At the beginning of the walk, we always roll the dice to get our group number. So maybe you roll these for us. Just roll them. 4. So we've got the number 4. So the number 4, whenever it occurs organically, not when we force it, like let's say there's a sign that has a 1 and a 1 and a 2. It's just like, we don't need to go to the lengths of combining numbers so much. Maybe if it's like a 2 and a 2, we'll look out for the number 4 as well as the combination of 2 and 2. And yeah, but like I said, we don't want to sort of force it too much, because you can read into this stuff. And it's not reading it, it's not controlling, it's about letting go of control. It's about lovingly entering a state of non-resistance. Let's call this direction forward, and then we'll roll the dice and we'll see where it takes us, okay? So why don't you roll the dice for us first? First right, so we go up here and we'll take a right, okay? Now every time we get to an intersection where there's more than one direction to go, we automatically stop and we roll the dice again, okay? Are you inspired yet? Huh? Okay, so here we go. So let's roll that for us, sir. Follow the white rabbit. Okay, and how long for? 3 minutes. What's that?
One with the white hoodie on.
Where's the hoodie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, her. Yeah? Go on then. That's fine. Let's just quickly, we'll just do it. See where this leads us. So 3 minutes, Luke. 3 minutes. That's 22. Is that time? All right, so our rabbits led us here. Number 22 is there.
Let's go.
So I think it's a sign that we need to go in. Yeah? It's a very small shop, so we're going to fill it up pretty fast. Right, well, let's head in, yeah? So our rabbit literally led us, we stopped here, and that's 22. So we're going to go in number 22, all right?
Oh. But this moment is too many.
Oh, too many. It's your number of the shop. It's 22. It's like lucky, I think. What's your name?
My name is Alice.
What is it?
Alice.
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 Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Alice.
The white rabbit.
Alice.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Everyone wants to see a doctor.
Well, certainly the Mad Hatter if he's around. We're on a Synchronicity walk, and we're sort of rolling dice, and it takes us places, and it said follow the white rabbit, and you're Alice, like Alice in Wonderland, and it's getting crazy. Would you just do us the honor? Would you just maybe just roll that for us here, and then we'll go? Come on, Alice, you must. Just roll it. First left. Thank you, Alice.
Thank you.
Have a good night. That was her name was Alice. How amazing! How amazing! Okay, wasn't that amazing? So we were following the white rabbit, led us down there. 10 seconds more, we stopped, and we had number 22, which is our first roll of the dice. So we go in. Now you see on these walks, this is why it's actually important when you walk in places sometimes. You may not know why. And this is just like, if you've ever done lucid dream work or things like that, it's important to always ask the dream questions, because then you get answers. We asked her a question, asked her name, Alice. I mean, that was just crazy. We're literally in Wonderland, following the white rabbit, and it leads us to Alice in this Chinese medicine store. So, just classic. Okay, so let's say this is forward. So, how about you roll the dice for us there, young man? Follow the white rabbit again. Okay, and how long? 5 minutes. Okay. All right, so just patient. Let this develop. I think the dog. I think the dog. I mean, it's the one thing that's the odd out. Right, yeah, 5 minutes. Time? Okay, that's the time. So we're going forward, so if you'll be kind enough. Wow, this is just... Okay, we're following the white rabbit again. 3 minutes.
A different one?
Yeah. Let's be patient. Let's see what develops. Guy in the pink shirt? Yeah? Okay, let's head off him. Wow, so he leaves us right here. But look at the shop in general where he just landed us. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I'm really surprised there's not a white rabbit actually. But there is everything else, isn't there? It's a bookshop, I think, in Is there a little door?
Eat me. No, it's that.
Look at the tiny door. Look, Luke. Look at the tiny door. It's got a doorbell on it. I mean, I don't really expect, a tiny rabbit to come out, but you never know. We're gonna wait for a minute. We got mermaids. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Tiny little door. And there's a doorbell. I mean, come on. You know you're in there. But isn't that just... Wasn't that just perfect synchronization? Him stopping right in front of this weird shop? With this tiny little Alice in Wonderland door? Oh, well, see, this is what I love. So we've had, what, 3 or 4 white rabbits in a row? So, this is the thing I love. We've literally... What's it say?
4. Oh, that's crazy.
4. Oh, well spotted, well spotted. So our number 4. Wow. And fantastic floors. Just not 4 floors, 4 fantastic floors. This is probably worth coming back when they're open.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks like proper Alice in Wonderland getting lost down the rabbit hole. But yeah, so we had like 3 or 4, maybe 5 white rabbits in a row, and it's one of these examples where you can't set this up. These aren't actors, some of us have each chosen, and we get Alice in the shop, then we get this weird shop. The guy literally was stopping there, then he decided to walk over here, and that's when the timer ran out, right in front of this, with the tiny Alice in Wonderland door. It's just, I'm just amazed. It's great. So where is 22? So this is 26. What's that tiny little sign say right there? Oh, nice. Yep.
Can I just quickly go to the toilet?
Oh, of course you
I
can.
promise I'll be back.
Quick little toilet break. The 3 greyhounds.
It's almost like with a top hat. Black hat. Mad with the
Mad
white
hat.
top.
Oh, this guy here.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant, isn't it? Isn't this getting like better and better? Isn't that amazing? And look at the dog, and look at the white dog. I mean, come on, we're proper getting down the rabbit hole. Excuse me. Could I ask you a favor?
What's that?
Could I ask you, because you're about the most interesting dressed person here.
Am I?
You are, in a good way, I promise. We've basically been doing kind of like an Alice in Wonderland walk. And, I mean...
Well, I'm the Mad Hatter.
You are the Mad Hatter. Are you not?
Are you all...
We are, yeah, we are. I mean, you are just like the personification of the Mad Hatter here at the
Where
moment.
are you from?
Well, I've lived in London 24 years, but originally from Florida. It's an old...
Me too.
Oh, you are? What part?
West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach. I grew up in Tampa.
Oh, Tampa, okay.
Yeah, neighbor. Oh, nice.
Are you a Bucks fan?
I used to be a Bucks fan, yes, but I've lived here far too long. Now I'm converted to a Tottenham fan.
Oh, well, okay.
But and your shirt? Anything? Alice in Wonderland? Roll a fat one. Roll a fat one. Oh, guys, quick, come here. I was just about to ask him to roll the dice for us.
Oh,
Look at this.
brilliant.
Look at that. Just about to ask him to roll the dice. Roll a fat one.
It was from a biker's festival my
Oh.
daughter went to, and she came back and gave that roll the fact. Oh yeah, all right.
Would you do us the honor and roll the dice for us? This is the Alice in Wonderland die. Just roll it,
Yeah.
and we follow. Keep following the trail. And look, we got kind of a white rabbit behind you here. Oh!